Yes. Yes, we want to start the stream. The stream is live. Oh, good. Boyd's dead. Just in time. Oh, God. So we're actually streaming it now, I guess. Ooh. I'm still getting the hang of it. You fucking weirdo. I'm still getting the hang of it, but I think I got the settings good. Like the computer's CPU, it's only using, it's not even using 40% of the CPU, and it's running at 30 FPS, which is good. Yeah, no drop frames. We're good.
Nice.
Yeah, we can just run. We can just go. I jump over to the, hey, look at that. It's actually streaming on the website. I can see the dashboard. So if people wanted to actually chat with us and knew that this was happening, we could technically do it. People don't have to. We need to get better about saying, we will get better about saying, hey, we are streaming these days, and all that fun stuff. But for now,
we're here. We're live.
We're live.
We're coming for you.
Oh, man.
Sorry about that.
It's been
a week.
It's been a week.
It's been at least a week since we recorded.
Oh, wow. I need to stop looking. I need to look away from it, or else, because I can see the lag on myself. Stop it. But yeah, it's oh, that's so weird. Okay, it's still going. Okay. I need to stop. This is why they have other people do this on professional streams.
So you don't feel worried about being laggy?
Because I look at it and I get distracted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What was I doing a tenth of a second ago?
Yeah, exactly.
I forget sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. And we're gonna get better and better and better about it as we go on.
Or something.
I hope. Maybe. We'll see. But
we're gonna get more and more and more of it as we go along.
Yeah. The way that this is gonna work for now.
That don't sound right. Do I sound better? There we go.
There you go.
Gotta find that right hot spot so I'm not just off to the
side. Yeah. The way that this is going to work for now is that we're going to stream when we are recording. That's just what we're going to do. We're going to stream when we record. If people catch it, and want to stop that. If people catch it and want to hop on, they can. They're more than welcome. That's great.
It's like they get all pop that says Facebook or Clinically Inane is now on Facebook Live. Is now live on Facebook.
No, because we're not streaming on Facebook.
Oh, I think we're streaming on Facebook.
No, we're streaming on Twitch.
Huh?
Why? What did we stream on Facebook?
You said you saw. Oh yeah, your Twitch profile.
Yeah.
I just looked like all I could look over and see was you said profile. And I saw a little blue bar at the top.
Yeah. No. It's also purple.
It looks blue.
You're at that angle. Yeah.
I'm like almost sideways to the screen.
Yes.
I can't see the leg.
Yeah. But
everything in my life happens in the real time.
But
including planning and decision making.
That's true. But yeah, the way this is going to work is we're going to stream on Twitch.
Yep.
When we record, and then the video will go up on YouTube at the same time as the normal podcast.
Fancy.
So whether or not you caught the stream on Twitch, or if you want to watch it, like I'm not entirely sure how the affiliate thing works. I'm learning. But until we become affiliate, I think you can just go watch our videos at any time.
What has one become an affiliate?
When we become affiliate, people have to become a subscriber, which means that they are paying money. Or
that's weird.
When you become affiliate, in order to watch it on VOD, you have to be a subscriber.
On YouTube?
On Twitch.
On Twitch.
So basically, the way that it works is that it's going to go up on YouTube regardless.
So they have to have an account once we become an affiliate?
No, they have to. So the way it works is in order to watch a Twitch stream, you don't have to have an account. You can just watch.
Yeah, okay.
In order to comment and take part, you have to have an account.
That makes sense.
Okay. And you can watch things when they're live as they're happening.
Okay.
Yeah. When a stream is done, for like they finished that stream, go back and watch it as VOD, video on demand.
That makes more sense. Okay.
Until until we become affiliate, I believe you can just do that.
But once we become an affiliate,
But if we become affiliate, you have to be subscribed. And now you can subscribe either with actual cash money, or you can use your Amazon Prime to get one free subscription per month. The only annoying thing about that is you have to re-up it every month. You have to tell them, I want to subscribe to this again. That's the part that's irritating.
That is.
Yeah. And hopefully, we'll as we do better and better.
But we're gonna have it. We're gonna have it on YouTubing too.
Yeah. Yes, and that's gonna be the way it is. Is
Are we gonna upload anywhere else?
No.
Okay, no RedTube or anything.
Maybe Pornhub.
All right.
Yeah. X-Hamster.
Yeah.
There's a comedian named Hampton Yount.
Yeah.
Who people might know from the latest Mystery Science Theater 3000 or from the Suicide Buddies podcast. And he's just a stand-up comedian too. And in preparation for his latest album, he uploaded all the previews for it, and none of them went on to like YouTube. He uploaded them all to like Pornhub and X-Hamster and stuff like that.
It.
Yeah, so you had to go to those websites to watch the preview.
No, that's all you were watching there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Planetary.
100%. That's what we were watching.
Some dude talking on YouTube.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, so the way that it'll work is that if you can catch the stream, great. If not,
the stream will catch you.
If not, you'll be able to see it at the same time as the podcast on Sundays.
Ooh.
And then
I'm a little worried about this.
Why?
My parents don't know how to podcast.
Yeah.
But they have figured out how to YouTube.
Well, I mean, unless you tell them that it's a thing that exists, then they're not going to know about it.
Well, I'm going to post to my page. No, I don't think it doesn't.
No, it doesn't post to your personal Facebook page.
Never mind. Okay, we're good.
Never has. It's been up to you.
I really don't need my mother calling me in order to comment on what we did on the podcast.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
The woman calls me to comment on things I post on Facebook, so.
She was so worried one time that we were no longer friends.
Oh, it was your birthday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was your birthday.
Was that it?
Yeah, because I commented on your page.
Okay. That's why she saw it, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get your camera right because you like to lean. So you either turn one way entirely or the other direction entirely.
So I'm going to be here or here. You just get a camera.
Well, until we can get the cameras.
Just mount the camera to the microphone stick.
Just so it's looking at the right there. I could look into jerry rigging a couple of.
We're gonna just duct tape like one of those little selfie sticks to me. It'll just follow me around as I move. The room will move, my head will not.
Yeah, that's it.
The helmet style ones.
Yeah. Just know that when you lean over, the camera is only seeing your profile. Yeah. It's just, I just want you.
If I'm going to talk straight to you, the camera's at my profile.
Yeah, but it's better than when you lean because then you turn more.
I'm sure we can do this just fine.
Yeah. See, and now that's at actually more of an angle just because of the way it is. We'll get used to it. It's a thing.
Yeah, we'll probably find better homes for these two instead of just sitting on top of a lamp.
Yeah, that's right. Now one of it's just sitting on the lamp, and the other one's actually on the monitor. We'll figure it out eventually. Like I said, this is our second time doing this, so we're still getting used to it.
We'll ceiling mount them.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, that's how we'll make it work.
We'll get telephoto versions, stick one in that window and one in that window, and just cross the room at each other.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly what we're gonna do. That'll work perfectly. But I will say, in here at this angle, it does get the nice view of Ashley's art
station.
Yeah.
And my messy 3D printing station's off to the side and out of sight.
Yeah, nobody needs to see that shit.
I just have a nice white background behind me.
Yeah, it's safer that way.
Yeah.
I'm
distracting enough as it is.
It's true, you are. But yeah, so we're going up and going.
Where?
On the Twitch.
Where's Twitch at?
It's on the internets. Right. It's right there.
Where?
Right there. I can see it.
Can I send mail to it?
I believe they do have a physical mailing address.
Yeah. Just sending VHS tapes.
just Betamax tapes.
Yeah. I like VHS. It seems a little more...
No, Betamax because it's more antiquated.
No, that's the thing. Betamax never really caught on. I like the VHS because it's just outdated enough.
There was a form of Betamax that went into using them on video cameras, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it evolved to after failing against VHS as a whole.
My family had a VHS camera years ago.
Yeah. I guess my family had a VHS camera too, and thank God they either accidentally destroyed or lost
For some
all
reason,
of the videos.
I thought back in the day you could actually mail like videos to YouTube. Like when YouTube first started.
In 2005?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think you could do
Maybe
that.
it was a practical like April Fool's thing they opened up as a new feature.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that was a thing. I remember the pre-YouTube days.
See, the problem with it nowadays, though, with VHS is some intern's going to open the mail and be really confused with that.
Don't know what it is. Yeah. Well, you've seen the videos of like they'll put teenagers. They'll like you have 2 minutes to figure out how to dial your own phone number, and they'll give them a rotary phone, and they're just like, I don't know. How do you reset it? We messed up. That was a pretty funny one.
The more impressive part of that, honestly, with a lot of people I deal with nowadays,
Yeah.
is remembering their own phone number.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people don't know their own phone number anymore. My brother might know his now, but like that's actually always been a problem for him. I think he's a little bit dyslexic, so I think that might have something to do with it.
I'm a little bit dyslexic. I was on my phone number. I know my parents. I know my brothers.
Yeah, no, my brother had trouble learning our home phone number.
I know the Red Robin Wenatchee.
I know my home phone number. I don't know your home phone number. I don't actually know your phone number off the top of my head. Other than it starts with the area code for the other side of the state.
Yeah.
That's about it. But I don't know my brother's cell phone number. I know my parents. I know Ashley's parents' home phone number.
See, my parents, the home phone number I had growing up, which is now my mother's cell phone number,
Yeah.
ends in 1001. The Red Robin one has the exact same number except for it's 0110.
A few misplaced calls there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's someone actually named Maria who has a very close phone number.
I mean, there's so many phone numbers that are very, very close to mine.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you could say that about any phone, technically.
I mean,
but mine is my personal phone number is one that when I've given it out to women before, like, they're like, okay, let's exchange numbers, blah, blah, blah. And like giving it out to them. I've literally gotten the question, are you fucking with me?
Because it's a number they already have.
No, it's not a number they already have. It just sounds like a fake number.
Yeah, right. You've got like the 3-digit combo.
Yeah. And so does my dad.
Yeah.
Like my dad's is similar.
There was a teenager in Spokane for a while who had a number really close to mine because I get random text for him.
Oh, yeah. You're just like, no, wrong person. MoveOn.org thought I was a woman named Libby this year.
I could see it.
Yeah, totally. What's funny is they texted me normally. MoveOn.org texted me normally, and they got it right. And then 30 minutes later, texted the wrong person.
So probably Libby's like has some number like a 4 instead of a 9 somewhere.
Yeah, or something like that. Or it's, just one number off.
Yeah, some intern typed it wrong.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I've gotten
or
that
2 numbers
times.
reversed.
Yeah.
Does your number have a 96 or a 69 in it?
No.
Okay. That's an easy one to reverse.
Yeah, no. But also, by the way, sorry if you hear airplanes. We live by an airport, and it's fucking hot outside, and we're leaving the windows open. So
because this is also the room that's on the second floor on the southeast or southwest corner of the house.
Yeah, it gets a lot of fucking sun.
It gets sun basically from about sun up to sundown.
Yeah, and also it's where a good chunk of electronics are, which.
Just your computer's only on in here currently.
Yeah, even still, it produces a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
I walked in here last night at, oh God, what time was it? Walked in here at like 6 o'clock, and I just went, fuck, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
And it's so the windows are open so we can get actual airflow through. Oh, sorry. And don't do that. It reverberates into the microphone.
I'm well aware.
But yeah, so airflows through. So sorry if you hear airplanes, but just
I'm just waiting for one of the big ones to land over at Boeing Field.
Dude, one of the most fucked up things that ever happened to me. I thought we were gonna die. Was last year when I forgot that the Blue Angels were in town.
Because they land in the field. It's a mile from the house.
They land in Boeing Field, a mile from our house. They also take off from the field. That's a mile from our house. And they were taking off, and
because they warm up, don't they?
Holy shit! It was like 8:30, 9 a.m.
Yeah,
and it was we're all gonna die. What the fuck is that?
China's invading.
What's that movie? Red Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Red Dawn is real. It's real.
Not what was the Canadian one?
Oh,
John
Candy. That would be fuck. What was the name of it? It was a good one too. Canadian Bacon.
Yes.
Yeah. Where they create the fake war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like Wag the Dog.
Yeah, wag the dog. No, I was thinking of, Red Dawn when they actually invade.
Yeah. Or a number of video games.
When Chris Hemsworth was still a young and unknown.
Who?
Yeah. Haven't heard of him. That was one of those movies that he made, and much like Cabin in the Woods, he made it and he got held. Because it came out after he was Thor and after Cabin in the Woods. And everyone was like, wait, he made this movie? They're like, yeah, like 5 years ago. You okay there?
Yeah, I think he's going to be the next Big Lebowski. He's going to be for the Big Lebowski remake.
Yeah, he's going to go in for the Lebowski remake. But fuck.
Yeah, the Russo brothers announced that spoilers are fine.
Yeah, it's the spoiler ban has been lifted. Can we talk for a second though about how everyone automatically? Did we talk about on the podcast about how people were so like good and they were respectful and weren't discussing
most everyone
weren't disgusting. Some of them were disgusting. Discussing endgame spoilers.
I had a lot of people I saw post the, hey, I'm really excited about this. DM me if you want to.
Yeah. Like there's they were really good about basically saying,
was it an NBA player or not?
Oh no, an NFL player who posted the spoiler about Tony.
Posted both spoilers.
Yeah, and just like opening day.
Yeah.
And he just got dragged hard.
Yeah.
It's because he's a fucking idiot. But the big thing about it was that people didn't post spoilers. People were really good about it. Mm-hmm. People were pretty respectful about it.
My favorite meme was the Doctor Strange one.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange till the end of Endgame 14 million 3 times.
Yeah.
Did not spoil it.
Did not post any spoilers.
Yep.
Be like Doctor Strange. Yeah. There was, but in that very same weekend, in the very same breath that people were like, don't post any fucking Endgame spoilers. It took those same people all of about 10 seconds to fucking post all of the Game of Thrones spoilers they could.
Yeah.
And I was a little taken aback by it.
Well, no, you got an Endgame spoiler. The article that came to you.
Yeah. That's the thing. That didn't happen opening day.
True.
That was a couple days into it when I just kind of went, what the fuck?
That was when we were getting home from it.
That's right.
So Friday night.
But it's still that's still a longer lifespan.
Yeah.
And also that's a clueless, shitty news article.
Yeah.
It was
it Medium?
Yeah, it was Medium.
Which random people just write for it.
Yeah. It was, and people just post fucking shit on there, whatever. And so there's not really a filter on it. And so it's like, oh, you like Avengers Endgame. You like we're tracking your every move. You just went and saw it. Here's an article about it.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Game of Thrones.
I'm talking about everyday people, you and me, like people we know.
Yeah.
On
they were good on Endgame, bad on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and in the very same breath where they would yell at people for possibly posting anything spoilery about Endgame, sure as shit we're posting a bunch of shit about Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, I don't even watch Game of Thrones, and I was up to date Sunday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's It was that was the long night episode that people were doing that, and I was out that night, and thank fuck I didn't, because I had a life. Like, I was going out and doing things in life.
A mistake.
I know, right? How
Nothing
dare
should
I?
come before Game of Thrones.
Yeah. And fuck, I did the same thing last weekend. I was out and about, and I came home and watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, we have one friend. Her boyfriend wants to. They're doing brunch with her mom, and they have a concert that night. So, but he wants to wedge Game of Thrones in the middle of that still.
Yeah. And but that's. I don't understand why people feel that they can get away with
Game of Thrones,
but not Endgame. And it's I saw some people being like, well, fucking watch it when you're supposed to. That doesn't stop the East Coast people from spoiling it. If I was the same thing happened with the Hodor thing a couple years ago, and I actually wrote a thing about it that got some traction. People basically were shitty like, well, fucking watch it when you're supposed to. And it's like, I literally wrote about that in the article.
Yeah.
If I was a good kid and watched it when I was supposed to, I was still spoiled 3 hours beforehand.
Yep.
It was still spoiled for me 3 hours beforehand. And people go, well, get off social media. And it's like, well, fuck you. Don't post anything.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is to not post something? Like,
I shouldn't have to limit my experience because you're
a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's victim blaming.
yeah, it 100% is victim blaming. Except it's on just like spoiler shit, nerdy shit. It's not, actual abuse or anything like that.
It's not. It's not the same level as most victim blaming.
No, not by a long shot. But fuck, like,
Yeah.
come on, like, get it together, guys.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the episode, and I knew about coffee mugs by Monday morning.
Yeah, coffee cups. Yeah, yeah. It's a thing that. Oh, see, there's an airplane.
It's not even one of the big low ones.
No.
I'm just waiting for one of the house rattling ones.
Yeah, right. I don't even notice them most of the time anymore.
I do. There's a few I'll still notice. Like, that's just whatever.
Yeah.
But then you get the ones that get, well, I'm usually home more on weekday mornings. It seems to be weekday mornings.
Yeah.
Where they just rattle the house.
Yeah. But yeah, no, for me, it's a problem of the kind of the internet that there's this unspoken thing of like, no, don't spoil the movie because not everyone can go see it opening day. People have lives, things to do.
The TV, you should not.
But no, fuck you. Watch Game of Thrones when it airs.
Yeah.
Like, no, people have shit to do in their lives. Like, I guarantee my parents my parents love Game of Thrones. They're not watching it. They're not watching it on Sunday night and staying up for the hour and a half long episodes. My dad gets up and goes to work at 4 a.m.
Yeah, 9 p.m. If my parents watch Game of Thrones, that's pushing bedtime right there.
Yeah. And it's not even 9 p.m. It's like 7 that it's on, 6 or 7 or something.
I thought it
like
was
that.
6 East Coast, so 9 our time.
It does. It airs on the East Coast before here.
Yeah. I thought it aired on the East Coast at 6 p.m. our time.
Oh, yes. 6 p.m. our time. Yeah.
So still watching it on your proper time is 9 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't fucking remember. I watch it on the app. I just wait and see when it's on. However,
I just wait for people to post spoilers.
yeah, that's kind of the thing is that, like,
I mean, I do see articles that are titled spoilers.
yeah, and
That's
that's
legit.
That's a legit thing. IO9 has spoiler discussions.
Yeah.
They say, okay, if you want to have your discussion, here's your thread.
Yeah.
Like, here's the post on which you have that discussion, not on the other ones.
I think
This
Reddit
one.
does too, usually.
Yeah. And I feel like that should apply to things like Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, it's I guess vagaries are okay because people are gonna want to do that anyway. If you have to go out there and make your voice heard about something, like, keep it vague. Like,
Yeah.
Don't do what happened with the whole Hodor thing. Everyone knows what it is now. It's 3 years past, 4 years past, whatever. But when that happened, I remember I was over at my parents' house, just visiting for the evening and getting ready. I was going to go home and watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. It was like 4 in the afternoon. So it had aired on the East Coast. 3 o'clock our time, 6 o'clock their time.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes. That's what it is. I was, or something like that. It was earlier than it would be on over here.
Yeah.
By a good 2 hours.
Yeah.
But, it was the end of the episode there. And I was just on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, and somebody had literally posted, "Oh my God, I can't believe Hodor means hold the door." Mm-hmm. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
dude, shut the fuck up. That's not
Cool.
That's not cool. You know what? It is an okay thing to say in that situation. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
That's vague. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that something happened that you weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Like,
Or even just, I did not see that meaning
I didn't see it coming. Yeah.
I didn't think that was going to mean that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I didn't see that coming.
Yep.
Or something like that. Yeah. A similar thing, actually, The Walking Dead did it to themselves.
Oh, right.
And I think it's season 4 of The Walking Dead,
Yeah.
season 4 or 5. When I think it was Beth, the character, died.
They posted spoilers to their own.
Yeah, they showed after it aired on the East Coast, they showed Norman Reedus' character. They showed a picture of him carrying her out of the hospital dead. 2 hours before it aired on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like, they posted it themselves, and everyone went, "What the fuck?" Like, you need
Not,
to
if
leave.
you're not in New York, it doesn't matter, Curtis.
Yes, there you go. I just want you to know, like, as soon as you put your elbow on the table, I can't see half your face in the camera. There you go.
Hello, darling.
I know that's a preferred sitting position
Yeah.
for you, but as soon as you do that, I can't see. Oh God, it's gotten worse. But no, it's a.
I need to talk to Frida, not you. Is the thing.
We had this conversation before. Yeah. You have to talk to Frida.
I mean, her eyebrows are better,
Yeah, I know, right?
especially since the cover is kind of like it's an artistic interpretation of it. So
it's a person.
It's got her husband right in the middle of her eyebrows.
Yeah, that's right. It's for some reason I feel like it's a television thing, like television versus movies.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has time to sit down and watch TV right now. Not everyone has time to go to the movies and see the movie. It's like, no, not everyone has time to sit down and watch TV right now either. Like, that's...
I mean, it still shows being caught up on.
Yeah, but that's not saying a lot for you. Saying you have shows that you need to get caught up on is like saying that I have a workout or two that I need to get caught up on.
I mean, the 3 shows I actually stayed up to date on are all between seasons currently.
Yeah, exactly.
4 shows.
Making It.
Disenchantment. Orville.
Yep.
And, shit, I just forgot the name of the space boy in the, Umbrella Academy.
Oh, yeah. Those are the ones you're up to date on.
And Firefly.
Yeah, between seasons.
Even that joke's outdated.
Oh my God, I'm so done with people who are like, bring back Firefly. It's never gonna happen. Get over it.
You got the comics. That's good. That's good.
You got the comics. There was a movie.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
You got the movie. That's it. It's never gonna happen.
Watch deserved it.
You are such a bad person. If anybody did not deserve something like that to happen to him, it was Wash.
Exactly. That's why
But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird. It's kind of a weird thing that people are shitty about it.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to put it.
That makes sense.
But anyway,
Anyway.
we have a movie we need to talk about.
Pokemon.
Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Which, first of all, you get Pokemon cards when you go to the movie.
At least this weekend.
At least this weekend. Yeah.
Because I got asked both Regal and AMC about it.
Yeah. The guy I debated on the way out. I was like, I know that it's like we went and saw it on, was it Friday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Friday morning, and it was technically we went and saw like an earlier like matinee showing.
Mm-hmm.
So like obviously I understand that the theater wasn't as full. But I debated being like, get like 5 more just to see if he had, because he had a huge box of them.
Yeah.
But he gave us 2 packs, and 2 packs for the movie, by the way, is two cards.
It's a Detective Pikachu card and something random.
Yes.
And
apparently there's 2 Detective Pikachu cards. We got 4 versions of the same one.
Yeah.
So I guess the other one is the more rare of the 2.
Apparently.
But
I should go see it again just to get...
There was a small part of me that like had a just very much like a yay, I got my cards kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I have to say though, with the trailers before it,
Yeah.
the Red Band Dora the Explorer surprised me a little.
Oh my god! And we saw another trailer again for that fucking dog movie.
It's the fucking dog movie. It's a sequel to the fucking dog movie.
Yeah, like what is it? A Dog's Purpose?
It's Buddhism for dogs.
Yeah, or something like that.
Dog's Journey and a Dog's Purpose. I don't know which one is which.
Which one's which? Yeah.
But it's geared. It's very much geared towards that conservative Christian crowd.
Yes.
But it's Buddhism for dogs.
Yeah,
the dog keeps reincarnating.
Well, it's important to gear that towards that conservative crowd because remember, dogs don't go to heaven.
The 80s told me differently.
Yeah.
The 80s told me that all dogs go to heaven.
All dogs go to heaven. But according to what I think it's Catholicism, dogs don't go to heaven.
They don't have a soul.
They don't have a soul. But fuck, that movie looks like I actually want to go out and kind of punish people, whoever it was that like,
it's a book series.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a book duo.
No.
It is a book series.
I know, and I want to punish the author, and I want to punish the executives.
I know what she got you for your birthday.
Oh, I will kill you.
The box set.
No.
How many times can one dog die?
Oh my god. That's kind of the thing, too. It's just like, what the fuck, man?
It's the anti-John Wick.
It's like, yeah. It's just a bunch of dogs dying.
Yeah.
It's the same dog dying over and over and over again and coming back to life. Like,
to haunt this one family.
Yeah, to haunt, yes. Fuck that movie.
I argue it's just simply a different interpretation of Pet Sematary.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck that movie. But
it just keeps coming back. He buried it in the deep swamp.
Yes. The ground
There's something strange about that land.
What is it? The soil is...
The soil is wrong.
No, it's something else.
Bad?
The land out... Soil... whatever it is. I don't remember. Anyway, Detective Pikachu.
Is not about dogs dying.
It's not about dogs dying.
Or coming back to life.
Or coming back to life. Here's the thing. Is it a really good movie?
Is it going to win an Oscar?
No. Is it really heartfelt and warm and fun and funny?
Yeah.
Yes, it's really very much all of those things.
I mean, it's geared towards kids playing who are normal age group for Pokemon.
Yeah, and being a kid who is first gen Pokemon, like it really.
I mean, I'll admit there's Pokemon I didn't even really recognize.
Yeah,
but there was 180 to start with.
150.
150 to start with.
Yeah.
How many are there now?
Hundreds on hundreds on hundreds. But
like there's a scene with a bunch of Bulbasaurs.
Yeah.
And these little floaty things with them.
Yeah. You don't know what the floaty things are.
I don't know what the floaty things are.
I don't remember their name either.
See?
I recognize them, but I don't remember what their name is.
Yeah. There's other ones I recognize I don't remember. There's ones I didn't know existed. Like the base things.
Oh, Loudred.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew about them. I caught a fuck ton of them on my...
See, I don't Pokemon Go either.
On my Pokemon Go.
I Pokemon Stay.
No, they did a good job of kind of like melding the old world of Pokemon and the new.
Yeah.
And like you saw a lot of your favorites, like even if they weren't a main player by any stretch of the imagination. I do remember thinking in the trailer, like, God, I can't believe they showed Mewtwo in the trailer. Like, why would they do that? Show Mew, like,
yeah.
Obviously that means that. And then you go to see the movie and it's the opening fucking scene.
Yeah. Well, you
Me
also
too.
pay attention and realize that this actually technically ties back to the previous Pokemon movie.
It ties to Pokemon
Yeah.
the first movie.
Yeah.
It really does, and it takes place 20 years later.
Yeah, like-
Which means that Ash is
Somewhere.
still the same age because that child doesn't age.
and ungodly strong.
Yeah.
That's something I was picked up on. Like, there's scenes like in the cartoon of him holding up these like 300-pound Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Brock is still single. But they did a good job of kind of tying that together. I actually saw that in theaters too.
Yeah.
Pokemon the first movie. My mom was not thrilled about having to go to that.
I see. That's the thing is Pokemon first movie. We lived in the country, so we don't go to movies that often. But I think my brother was more excited than I was. Just that age difference.
That's fair.
Because
You're older than me.
I was more into the Pokemon video game. He was more into Pokemon cards.
I was into both.
Yeah.
And the show.
We
so.
kind of split the difference between us. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because your little brother's same age as my little brother. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's it's fun. And like honestly, I can't think of actually casting anybody other than Ryan Reynolds now.
As Pikachu?
Yeah.
Who else could you pack?
I'm not going to try to.
Betty White.
Yeah, Betty White. People joked about casting it with Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have worked.
With where the character developing, like everything that was revealed, because there's a number of twists in this movie.
Yeah, actually.
It does keep you.
I did call one.
Which
The big end twist.
big end twist?
The big end twist.
Oh, the very, very last twist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did call that.
Oh,
About
the reveal. It was
yeah,
the reveal you called.
Yeah. About an 45 minutes
I don't think you
into the
necessarily
movie.
called the twist that went along with that, but you called the reveal.
Yeah, I did. I called it about 45 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
You
called the reveal. You didn't call the twist.
Yes. I still
Yeah.
but they they did a really good job of melding all those things together, and also none of the Pokemon feel out of place in the world.
No.
That was something that they did a really good job with. It very much felt like a live action version of
Pokemon.
of the games.
Yeah, where you have a world where these creatures exist and they
exist in that world.
Yeah. And they have varying levels of intelligence amongst them and personalities.
And personality and what they do, and
Yeah.
if you pay attention to them or not, kind of thing. Like you see a clip of it in the trailer, but there's a longer clip in the movie of the Machamp directing traffic around a sleeping Snorlax in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Which is the thing that Snorlax did in the games, is he just fell asleep in the middle of the road.
That's part of one of the games is having to wake up the Snorlax.
Yeah, it's actually part of most of the games is you have to wake up a Snorlax. You have to go get the Poke Flute. But
then the Machamp's like posing when he does it.
Yeah.
Well, see, I can do this and actually shoot them on the camera now.
Yeah, that's true. You can. But they do that. Like, I never would have thought about the fact that it's like, oh yeah, like all the beat cops have Growlithe.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. They're canine dog. Like they're canine.
Yeah. There was one cop wandering around with a Charmander and
Yeah.
but they have, mostly fighting types with them.
Well, no, it's
But like
the canine's not a fighting type.
Sure.
It's a fire. The Growliths are a fire type.
okay.
They're fire dogs.
Right.
But they're like canine unit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Or the Bulbasaur is fighting, or not,
Squirtle's
fighting fire.
Yeah, being with all the firefighters and stuff like that. Yeah. We saw a bunch of like, if you pay attention, there's a bunch of people who are at one point. There's a parade part.
Yeah.
And a bunch of the people working on the parade, all of their helpers are Sneasels is the Pokemon. It's like, okay, well, that's like just an interesting thing. The chief of police, his Pokemon is a Snubbull.
Yeah.
Which,
Kind of
the bulldog face. Yeah. And it's kind of just an interesting dynamic of how they actually thought through, like, oh, of course these people would have this type of Pokemon. That kind
I
of thing.
like there was one character being encouraged to catch a Cubone.
Yeah.
He's like, he'd be perfect for you. He's lonely.
Yeah, he's lonely.
You're lonely.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That was a really great scene, too.
It was.
a really fantastic scene. And yeah, like generally like they use the Pokemon well.
Yeah.
And they use them for what they should be, kind of like what they would be used for. Like, it's like I never thought about the fact. It's like, well, fuck yeah, of course you'd use a Loudred to like
And a DJ.
as a DJ Pokemon.
Yeah. There's a scene with another Charmander like helping someone cook food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a Charmander that was using its tail to heat a wok
Yeah. Like
on as a street corner. Yeah,
just simple little things.
yeah, little things like that. And I thought it was hilarious that the irritating reporter had a Psyduck.
Yeah.
Irritating. Yeah, that was
Actually came in useful at one point.
actually
too.
did come in handy. But no, I felt one of my big concerns for the movie was going in. I wasn't concerned about like, is it going to have a really good plot? Is it going to be entertaining? It's like,
Is it going to look realistic?
it was not going to look. I didn't care if it looked realistic.
Yeah.
I cared if it felt like you were part of the world.
Yeah.
And I feel like they accomplished
They did
that.
it with awareness of where the Pokemon would be, and
Yeah, and they made them look real enough, but not
creepy real.
creepy real. Although the Gengar was fucking
But
creepy.
it's a Gengar. It's a ghost.
Yeah, even still, it was just like, oh god.
Yeah.
I never thought about it, and then I saw it in the movie, and I was like, is that a Gengar? Oh my god, that's terrifying.
But there's some of them, like I've seen drawings where they're almost too hyper realistic to be
Yeah.
even just normal animals.
Yeah, when they have like extra veins and shit.
Yeah. Because you do need to take cues from normal animals.
Yeah.
With regards to how they look and
Well, yeah, and I feel like that's something that they did pretty well.
Yeah.
Like they showed the Charizard. It was fucking looked like a dragon, dude.
Yeah.
Like it was scaly and scary looking, but at the same time, it was very much an animal.
yeah.
And I felt like they did a good job with that. I enjoyed the fact that there were, flocks of Pidgeys and Pidgeots like flying over the city, and like there was clearly looked like a Pidgeotto or something like that had stolen someone's purse and taking it up to a perch.
Yep.
Um,
There was also like a couple of bird one types were delivering stuff to people in the city.
yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, some of the writing is still very, very much kids' movie writing.
It's a kid's movie.
That excuse doesn't work. It doesn't. With the amount of kids' movies that we've seen.
True. But I mean, it's not movie breaking.
No. It's not movie breaking by any stretch of the imagination. It's just like, well, that was cheesy.
Yeah.
Like, did it need to be that way?
Yes.
No.
You always need cheese.
There was a little bit of it where it was a bit cheesy, and I was hoping that they would kind of take the piss out of it a bit.
Yeah.
Like there's a moment where a character is introduced and they start talking, and they kind of do, but not in the way that I would have liked to have seen it cut down.
How so?
So I'm trying not to be spoilery about the way one of the characters is introduced. They introduce themselves and they're talking really fast, and they say some really cheesy shit.
Were they at the top of a staircase when
Yes.
they show up? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what scene it is.
And it's like, wow, that was really cheesy.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to get undercut because it was.
And they do a little bit with what the character is. And
Yes, but I wanted something now.
yeah.
Because that was number one. It was a character introduction moment, but it was a good joke moment that wouldn't have broken the character.
It was one of those moments where you could have this epic monologue and they fall down the stairs.
No, not even fall down
No.
the stairs. Just a pithy comment.
Yeah.
Just a pithy comment, which in a movie full of Ryan Reynolds making PG rated pithy comments,
Yeah.
like there was room for one, and they didn't take it.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I don't. There are moments like that throughout the movie
Yeah, well.
that it was like, oh, that was cheesy.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
No, but also I know that there's better writing too.
That's fair.
Like, and but I didn't ever feel like It felt like, I guess, true, like thinking about it, those would have been things that would have been accurate for like lines that would have been said in the game and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, the games get some pretty fucking cheesy lines.
Get some cheesy fucking lines. But the way they set up the main character of Tim, Justice Smith's character, the way they set him up of being very anti, like having a Pokemon and like
kind of cynical.
They had these moments where they could have dug in a little bit on it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would have improved those moments.
Yeah.
And, you know, here's the thing is maybe they did that and then they watched the cut and it didn't work.
Yeah. You may
It's
have gotten
just-
the best possible version of what you got.
Best possible version of what you got. And that it's possible.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to have seen more of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the best way of putting it. Because I feel like it would have been beneficial. But yeah, overall there were some things that I wasn't expecting to happen that definitely did come out of left field and surprise me.
Like the twists on the twists.
Yeah, a little bit. Not so much on the greater plot, more of the science lab stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you see a little bit in the movie, in the trailer, but like I'm not getting any more specific than that because anything more specific than that would be a spoiler.
And we only do that for television.
Yeah, we only spoil television. But yeah, it was overall.
That was a movie.
It was
good,
good.
yeah.
It's a good movie. It's entertaining.
enjoyable.
It's enjoyable. I'm not going to be rushing out to buy it when it comes out on Blu-ray or digital.
But might watch it streaming.
But you know, if it hits Netflix or Amazon
Yep.
or whatever, I'll watch it.
Especially to come out with the rated R version.
That's apparently the thing is that Ryan Reynolds did enough takes to you could make an R-rated version of it, which does not surprise me at all.
I mean, I just really want Pikachu staying there. What the fuck?
That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty entertaining. I did enjoy their little bit of last minute viral marketing that they did.
Oh, releasing the movie?
Yeah, releasing the movie where there was
It's an hour and a half of Pikachu dancing.
Yeah, it's the length of the movie. It's the exact length of the
Yeah.
movie, but it's like somebody posted they created a dummy Twitter account where they posted that it was the full movie. It looked like a full-on spam link type thing.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds quote tweeted it was being like,
what the fuck, guys?
No, it wasn't that. He just goes, "Hey, WB Nintendo,
Yeah.
and Detective Pikachu, the Detective Pikachu account responded, just said, oops. And they changed their name to Detective Leekachu.
Yeah.
And you click on it, and it has like the opening, like, dun, 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 20th century type, or like it says the 20th Century Fox opening, and it's a WB movie.
Yeah.
And then it goes to an hour and 42-minute loop of Pikachu dancing.
Oh, is it a loop?
It's a very well done loop.
Okay.
It doesn't ever loop the music because
Yeah.
the music itself in and of itself is
Loopy.
a looping track.
I mean, I was hoping for an hour and 42 minutes of Ryan Reynolds mocapped.
No.
Pikachu.
You know what they actually mocapped it from?
Huh.
Key and Peele. Somebody found it. Somebody recognized it, and they went, "Oh my god! It's from a Key and Peele
Sketch.
aerobics, like dance aerobics sketch."
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and it's Pikachu doing that dance, and
Yeah.
they didn't fully they used that as a basis for it, so it's not exactly the same. It's like 90% exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's probably someone who was in mocap doing that dance. And
yeah, totally. Or they just took that clip and they were just like, well, we're just going to animate this.
Yep.
But yeah, that's where it came. Somebody found that and found out that that's where it came from. It's not really a sequelizer type of movie. Like,
I mean, It opens a world, but it doesn't necessarily continue the storyline for the main character.
Yeah, exactly. It does open a world, though.
Yeah.
It opens a world in which we can watch a live-action Pokemon movie
Yeah.
and not have it feel bad.
Yeah.
Which I think it's interesting how the internet kind of like responded to that, and then how it responded to Sonic.
Yeah. I mean, you could go in proper Pokemon fashion and do the next movie in a different zone.
Yeah, you can do it in a different zone. I'm just pointing at the like how the internet like
Pikachu versus Sonic.
Yeah, and I think the reality of that, the reason why the Pokemon Detective Pikachu stuff works and the Sonic design doesn't is because a big part of it is because the Sonic design is one of those movie studio things of let's create this hip new cool design instead of just embracing the design that already existed.
They have not learned from their games over the years.
No.
They tried to redesign Sonic a couple times.
Yeah, and
It's never worked.
it's never worked. Just you go with the original, man.
Yeah.
It's working. Why fuck with it?
Yeah.
And then whereas the Pokemon ones, they were like, oh no, we're using the design from the game. We're just kind of imagining what it would look like in real life.
Yeah.
Like Pikachu looks like Pikachu. Like you never question it.
He's a furry little mouse with a weird tail.
Yeah. The one that kind of threw people for a loop in the trailer was that when they saw Jigglypuff and it was all furry.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, it has a fucking curlicue, like Superman does. Like it has the thing right there.
I just think most people hadn't thought about that idea.
Yeah, no, they hadn't thought about it, but then everyone I talked to, they're like, Jigglypuff is furry, and I'm like, yeah, think about it for a second. They're like, yeah, I guess.
I think more people thought about Jiggly and less about Puff.
Yeah, and I think they more thought Jigglypuff was kind of like if you ran your hand along Jigglypuff, it'd be like rubbing a balloon.
Or a marshmallow.
No, more balloon. I'm thinking more balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the like noise.
That is the bondage variant.
That's the sparkly Jigglypuff is different. Yeah.
Sparkly Jigglypuff is a sub. Sparkly Jigglytuff is a dom.
Wigglytuff.
A Wigglytuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Jigglypuff is. This went from being like about a nice, wholesome children's movie to being real gross, real quick.
That's what you give her Ryan Reynolds voice it.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the funniest fucking things that you've ever done. Was we were driving somewhere, and you were talking with one of your friends who lives in another state.
Yeah.
And you're saying, "Oh yeah, no, I was just talking to her. She was we were talking about Detective Pikachu, and she was really upset that she can't take her daughter to it." And I was like, "Wait, how old's her daughter?" And she's like, "You're like 7, 8, something like that now."
Yeah.
I was like, "She can absolutely go see Detective Pikachu, like, and knowing who her mom is, she can absolutely go see Detective Pikachu." And you're like, "What? No, she can't." And I was like, I just had this moment where I looked over and I was like, "What do you think Detective Pikachu is rated?" And it was very much Boyd just, R. Like, no.
You know you want the R-rated version, though.
Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
But no, it's rated PG.
Yeah.
And it's rated PG for what is it?
Animated violence?
Animated violence or what is it? Suspenseful situations or something.
Suspenseful situations.
But I think at one point Pikachu says "damn."
Yeah.
And not even like as a curse word. Like he says like real damn something.
Yep.
I think he says real damn proud kind of thing. And that's it. That's the extent of it. There's a couple of implied curse words. There's a bunch of
There's also a fair amount of Pokemon definitely seem like they're cursing.
Yeah, that too. But it was just really funny to watch Boyd be like, it's not rated R. It's like, did you just assume because it's Ryan Reynolds it's rated R? And you're like, yeah. No, Boyd.
I just had my hopes up, all right. I mean, I just picture, oh, he's so cute. Pika. Reality is, what the fuck are you looking at?
The fuck you looking at? Got a like that heavy like
Brooklyn.
shitty Brooklyn accent.
It's a different region.
Yeah. Yes, it is a different region entirely. I did really like. There's much more to that Mr. Mime scene
Yeah.
than what's shown in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
God, that was hilarious.
I have some serious questions after that scene though
Yeah,
about Mr. Mime and how he's doing.
yeah, me too.
Like how
Yeah, no, it was really great. It was truly really
we
great.
might have seen unintentional murder.
Yeah. It was a great scene. Like it was genuinely a great scene. I did appreciate one small thing too when they're walking down towards the building where they found Mr. Mime.
Yep.
You see a Rattata like run off and skitter off in the darkness. I was like,
That's fitting.
yeah, it's perfect. It's like down by the docks. Of course, there's a rat.
There's a scene where he refused to carry Pikachu and Pikachu says like, yeah, okay, I want to get in 10,000 steps today.
Yeah. Remember, every one of your steps is like 50 for me.
Yeah.
No, it's I really thoroughly enjoyed that scene in and of itself. I thought it was a really well thought out and really intelligently written scene. Like that is easy to follow, but that's a scene that both kids and adults can appreciate. Kind of thing. Like there's grown-up jokes in there and children jokes in there. And also some of the jokes in there you realize later you're like, oh my God, that's because of this. Oh my God. You know, it's like it's massive foreshadowing to another part of the movie. Aside from just the information that they get from Mr. Mime. But I really thoroughly enjoyed that scene a lot.
Yeah.
Personally. I'll be interested to see if they make another live action Pokemon movie.
I'll be interested.
Yeah. It kind of is tough to come out even 2 weeks after Endgame.
Yeah.
Because even 2 weeks after Endgame, it's still going to smash them in the box office.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see what it does.
Like, I guarantee Endgame is going to win the weekend still.
Probably.
I think they're the highest grossing movie of all time already.
I don't know if they beat out the top one, if you're adjusting for inflation.
The top one is still Titanic. Adjusting for
Top engrossing film of all time, adjusting
for inflation is Gone with the Wind.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
They do have, even just for adjusting for inflation, largest opening weekend
Yes.
by a pretty good distance.
Yeah. By about twice, double.
No, it's like an extra 30% over the second place.
Adjusted for inflation.
Yeah.
Even still.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna. It's still tough to come out, so I don't know how it'll do. But
there's been one other movie that absolutely destroyed the previous record for, like opening weekends. Return of the Jedi.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like it, like adjusting for inflation, it was like an extra like 50% over where the previous record was when it came out. Yeah.
But
well, it was a big deal. It was one of the think about it. It was one of the first like cliffhanger movies.
Yeah, totally. I'll be interested to see if they do anything else with Detective Pikachu though. So it's just
just that world,
just that world. Like I said, the reason I pointed out the whole Endgame thing is because how a movie does opening weekend is usually indicative of whether or not it gets a sequel or they continue in that vein.
Pokemon: The Fall of the Ash God.
That being said, next week is on the other side of the spectrum for us. It's John Wick 3 Parabellum.
Yeah. It's still someone fighting for their animal.
I don't think he's fighting for his animal anymore.
Well, it's still someone fighting with an animal.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Especially with Halle Berry in it too.
Yeah.
But
it's like more promising than a dog's purpose or journey.
Oh God, yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for John Wick. I think that should be a good.
Yeah.
Mostly because I will watch those movies forever.
Yep.
As long as you want to give me a John Wick movie, I will watch it.
Yeah. Probably.
Probably. No, I definitely will.
As long as you make Keanu Reeves as John Wick.
Well, that's true. And you know, I do kind of hope that when Keanu Reeves is done with it, that it's done.
Yeah.
Like that would be. I hope they don't try and be like John Wick the early years kind of thing.
Yeah.
because they've created this world where
There's room for prequels.
there is. I don't want to see them.
Yeah, you don't need young Indiana Jones,
No, I did enjoy Young Indiana Jones. I don't need
young John Wick.
Young John Wick. Mariners lost again. What a surprise!
You know, I've realized sports. Okay, I'm finally starting to understand sports scores.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer and hockey, usually low scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball, usually
scoring.
really high scoring, pretty close.
Yes,
Football,
somewhere in the middle.
you can't get in the middle because it, like a point's worth a fair amount.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball scored guessing, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, no. Especially with the Mariners this
Yeah.
season, it's fucking all over the place.
Like in the last week, they have won like 14-0.
Yeah, and they've also lost
They've-
14-0.
Yes, and they've
or something
won at like
that.
5-6. I
Yeah.
mean, or they've won by 2-0.
They lost today 9-5.
I don't understand this.
It's because, well, it's honestly, there's a greater discussion about the team as a whole that they have.
All the good players on one side and not like
No, not even that. It's just they're inconsistent.
yeah.
That's basically what it is. But
We could roll dice and get more consistent scores in the Mariners.
it's true. We could just roll a bunch of D20s and be like,
Every
that's
week you
how
roll
we
two
win.
D20s, and
That's the score.
yeah.
Or 4D6. That's your score for the week.
Not 2D20s because you can get a 0. Oh,
You can't get a 0.
true. 2D20s -1.
You know what?
No, a D20 for each team, basically.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
A D20 for each team -1.
-1.
Yeah.
That all being said, we're at our hour.
Are we?
Yes, we are. So we have successfully streamed for the first time.
Goodbye, kids.
So, all right. Bye, kids.